Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Pennybear 3005. We're Myles here, and last time we left off, there was a lot going on. Monokuma was dead. The 16th student Mukuro Ukubaba, she's, I guess, dead, but it might be Kyoko. There's a lot going on. We're just gonna get straight into it. I hope you enjoy. Let's do it. Well, I better start. Damn, how did I mess up on the first sentence? Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or, I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. The Monokuma file has been added to that thing. Let's go. Bro, that bitch is burnt as fuck. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Let's do it. I just need to do what I always do. Let's see what we gotta check. A lot of things. Alright, we're gonna start off with her. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I can find out if it's Kyoko or not. See, yeah, this is what I was talking about in the last episode. So you see the tattoo and her nails? Huh? There's something weird about her body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. See, if I'm not mistaken, Kyoko wears gloves like Michael Jackson, so those nails would get in the way. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails have been added to that thing. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it's like a picture of a dog or something? I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to that thing. Alright. The upper half of the body got set on fire. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that part, Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's something strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Interesting. Exploded body analysis has been added to that thing. So I'm trying to... Why would they... Interesting. So I'm assuming that whoever did this, they're making it so, can't figure out who the hell it is. What's this? The white jacket on the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There was only one little piece left. Okay, about here. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on a bucket, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Okay. Step away from the bed, dead body. Okay, let's see where else we're gonna look. Okay, I guess we can look at this. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which means the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers have been added to that thing. Alright, let's look in the chicken coop. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I counted 4. Remember in the last episode they tried to make it known that there was 5 chickens, now there's 4. Somebody ate that bitch, I know it. 4? What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder where it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna be... What are we gonna do? Going from 4 to 5 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens have been added to that. Bang. Okay. I don't think the flower would be important, so let's go in here. Just to be sure, I should take a look in the tool shed, so let's go into the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized, in other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I don't remember. I should probably look at it. It could be related to the case. I honestly don't remember. Okay. Look at this. I really hope there are any inclusion in the fertilizer. I feel like there's not going to be anything in here. Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I don't remember. I should probably look at it. It could be related to the case. Yeah, that's not, because otherwise it would have told me to stay in there. I guess I'll talk to them. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach in the area around. It was in the area around it. It was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Togami said to not touch it, to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any of it on the ground.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explain it, I totally remember how it looks. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you, too. The body before the explosion has been added to that. Dang. Okay, let's go. We're gonna talk to Toko. Okay, why are you already yelling and shit? So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Okay, you gave us absolutely not a damn thing. Alright. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and... Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monakuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's where she found the body. What time was it then? It was 9, I think. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when I left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay. That's right. Must have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the thing. Good timing, Makoto. I want to talk to you. What you want to talk about? Makoto and me have been on the same page so far. What do you want to talk about?
So in other
I'd like to hear your alibi. Ooh. Alibi.
In other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Ooh. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking me about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious the murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hero's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived here last night, there was nobody here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us had airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling you the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. Yeah, I know. So what now? You seem to be quite at a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Togami's account has been added to the whole thing. Alright, I don't think I've seen everything. Okay, let's look at the big ass builder then. Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Okay. I feel like this isn't related. Okay. Oh, forgot about that. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? Oh yeah. It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. That did not go that far then. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean the knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? Ooh, that's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coinky dinks. Okay, whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker. Bro, what is going on right now? And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing a knife, and maybe then and if this really is Kyoko, It would mean Kyoko's the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. The knife at the crime scene has been added to the thing. Alright, where else am I checking? Can I leave here? I don't think I've seen everything. Oh, my fault. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like this before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragment near the dead body has been added to that thing. I have no idea what that is. Okay, okay. Maybe I have to go back in here? Bro, I am so dumb, bro. When I first came in here, I should have looked at the tarp. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added to the sign. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Yeah. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, you're not gonna find her at all. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? Nah. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. No, Kyoko would never try to kill me. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options and I can only allow you to engage in any... And I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Alright, come here. Hey, Togami? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later. At the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
So depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What area are you talking about? I have no clue what the fuck he is talking about. Is he talking about the dojo? I have no idea what he's talking about, bro. Can I go in here? It's locked. Fuck. Okay. I guess we'll check all the classrooms. It can't hurt. Anything in here? No, looks clean. My brain is hurting. Nothing? Okay. I'm confused, bro. We're just gonna, like... Let me look at truth bullets real quick. Let me look at this. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It seems familiar to something that was seen earlier. I don't remember what that was. I don't remember. Okay, we're just gonna go to the gym. Whatever. We're just gonna go here. Fuck it. I don't even care. Cause like I'm not finding anything. It's getting on my nerves. Okay. Okay. Let's look at Monokuma. Monokuma's lane. Figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
How the fuck was I supposed to know that that was the fragment? Just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. Yeah, we remember this. That shit just pissed me off. And that bomb went missing, and there's no doubt about it. A fragment that I found in the garden. Fragment near the dead body has been updated to that thing. That didn't even look like part of a bomb. That looked like it was on the ground. Oh, it said that I need to go see Togami. Alright, Togami. You think you can go soon, Togami?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Alright, wait for me. Togami walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on the way to the dorms. Alright. Alright, let's go in here. Are you serious? Unlock the fucking door. Well then, here we go. Togami took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... Wait, did you really have to describe it in that much detail? And it's open. Looks like it thinks. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a wooden lock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses uses them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Togami doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo. Okay, wood block key. Add to the thing. Alright, alright, let's check her bed. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least as far as the case is concerned. Okay. Let's check her bathroom. Come on, bruh. Let me talk to Togami.
What?
Wanted to come here. So what is it that you're looking for? Nothing bad, just find clue.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made us take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed in no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh, what's this?
It's true.
Consider it as a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have seen it somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Oh, okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. What do you mean by that?
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? I mean, obviously she wants to get in the bed, you know what I'm saying? But could something be hidden under the bedsheet? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba. It appears to be Mukuro Ukubaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It's a key and paper. That's it. Papers. That must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgence. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and then look down at the profile sheet. Okay. Name Mukuro Ukusaba. Sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family went on a vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japan media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received a battle training on her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile has been added to that thing. Triple dot. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of the world totally removed from the one I lived in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has always. Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Oh, you found her profile. So what if we did? Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rules violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant. Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got there, in the main hall back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
In other words,
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
yes,
The
indeed.
total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So she's the one making all the regulations. So the one making all the regulations is... Triple dot. Why? Huh? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've gotten so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense? Okay then, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover up a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Okay, Monokuma's account has been added to the thing. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand. So that couldn't be her, that tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide those scars. Which means those fake nails on the corpse. It's not her. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Well, fuck you. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, fucking Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to this game. Well, why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear, so... there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case. Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. So Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in
Mukuro gives us information that would raise questions about her. Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They wanted us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key to the dojo are really connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Alright. Alright, let's look here. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's middle lock and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It's like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made out of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, there's nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows have been added to the troop. Oh, whoa, hold up. Titanium arrows have been added to that thing. The fuck? Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a watered up ball of duct tape. I wonder what it was used for. Is that a blood stain? If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to that thing. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is there something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the victim to the locker wind up in the How did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps Togami? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. I can't say that word. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research or something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? I thought the library. That's right. The archive has all kinds of info on the general public. That's right. The archives have all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
Well, we only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Togami seems to know the archives like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand. Okay, can you show it? Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I mean, I took French class, but I still don't remember. I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. S'il vous plaît. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out in the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe that there were mounting internal tensions within the group and they simply imploded. What is it? This all sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's why it makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out to you? This may be our last This may be our last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show you that they are a member of each team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been added to the thing? We're already starting?
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us. Organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial!
I think we got enough, but
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Alright, let's do this, guys. Whoa, Togami and Makoto showed up together? Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time? When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for a full 5 minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. And then 10 became 15. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we just keep waiting here, or what? Jesus. Did I scare you?
Come
I
on.
demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? I made you wait. You've got it backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other
I'm waiting for
words,
everyone to arrive. We can't start until everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We're all waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now. So is it okay if I punish the ones making us wait? Punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
What's up, baby? What's up, shawty? I knew you didn't die. I knew you protected me. That's what's up. I'm here, and no rules have been broken. Kyoko. Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it in the class trial. You need to save some of the fun. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that
I mean, it's here just... I made it here just fine without... What school regulations did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Now, I'll make sure you're sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Ooh. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator and I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you to stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Togami stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this class trial is over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevators, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko about the class trial. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Hold up. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed this announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first, and I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to.
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account has been added to the thing.
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through this trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. This class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Alright, let's get our asses on there. Oh man! Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. There's nobody in that fucking elevator. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. Sorry. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there still and silent. After an immeasurable period of time, the door opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. God, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Fuck. Dang. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Wow, I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed. Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened up for the 5th time. The deadly no. Yes, I would. Alright, guys. In the next episode, we're gonna figure out who killed. I'm assuming that has to be Mukuro Ikusaba. That's literally the only explanation. So, we'll figure it out. Hopefully. I don't even know who killed her, to be honest. But we'll figure it out. It's gonna the next episode. I know y'all seen how long the episodes have been, but usually the class trials are really long. I know that, but if you enjoy it, then just join with me, I guess. But yeah, this is Pennybrad 3005. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.